politics. The people of Kano State appear to be masters of the game. After a keenly contested March 18 governorship election, the state deputy governor and the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Nasir Gawuna, has toed the line of honor. Gawuna has congratulated his rival, Abba Kabir Yusuf, of the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, popularly known as Abba Gida Gida, after he and his party challenged the outcome. A few hours after the governor-elect received his certificate of return, Gawuna congratulated him and accepted the outcome as the will of God. For the presidential election, because what we need to say, it was as if this man, Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso, had, he had his plan laid out. For the presidential election, that party came out and it was spoken. For the governorship election, the beating was comprehensive. And the number of seats in the National Assembly, that's for Senate, for House of Representatives, and even the State House of Assembly, you can't dispute it, that NNPP is firmly in control of Kano State.
No one can argue that. No one. As I've said before, Kwakwanso is more popular now than 2019. And I know what I'm saying, because when you look at back in 2019, he could barely win a local government outside the state capital, outside the metropolis, the 8 local governments of the metropolis. But at that time, remember, Madobi, his own local government, Madobi local government, he shares the same local government with General Babangida's spy chief, Alilu Akilu. Is it Alilu or Aliru? Alilu Akilu.
Yes.
He shares the same local government with him, Madobi. Governor Ganduje defeated Kwakwanso in his local government to show you that at that time, the governor controlled the hinterland.
Maybe my producer will try to get the governorship and presidential election result of Kano State.
Now, but this time around, those even in the hinterland, he had greater success in this election in the hinterland than previous election. And I've given the example of Gaya, where the Senate Committee chairman on INEC comes from. He's in the hinterland. But the NNPP candidate, Kawu Sumaila, defeated him right there. The same way I had predicted it on this program, that I saw Gaya being defeated by Kawu Sumaila. And it happened. So today, what Gawuna has done is the right thing. In Gawuna's local government, Nasarawa, NNPP won by more than 10,000 margin, I think 15,000 or so. So, what is there? In
Dala, your own local government.
In Dala local government, you will see the margin in even in the local government of the chairman of the party in the state, chairman of APC. It was another hefty margin. We are not saying this to ridicule anybody, but to show that the preeminence of NNPP is beyond a shadow of a doubt. So this man is strong. He has won the election. Anyone who fears God, this is the holy season of Ramadan. Anyone who fears God will not come and say, no, he didn't win. Gawuna is a gentleman, well loved. Gawuna reminds me of his political father, Shekarau, because originally he was a Shekarau boy. Shekarau is very calm, very calculated. Gawuna knows that this person won the election, and he released an audio clip saying, look, we've accepted our fate, Allah willed it. Because what is the debate about?
Not 100,000.
Not
200.
This is a lesson.
Yes.
This is a lesson
A great
You don't even need to beat a person by wide margin before he can confess that he was beaten. It doesn't have to be 10,000. It doesn't have to be 200, 300,000. It's just that our people have problems. If you defeat me by even 5 votes, and I am convinced that look, you are more popular than me, you deserve your victory.
Answer.
Why not? Answer.
That I am convinced.
Yes.
The problem of Nigerian politicians.
The Nigerian politician thinks, some of them think that certain things can be taken away, victories can be taken away through the courts. When you see them taking all these steps, sometimes some agents of judges will tell them, look, we can get them to give you this thing. Those ones are after the money. They collect the money, and then you see the politician will say, no, we'll take our mandate back. Which mandate? You'll be defeated. Roundly. So a lot of them are bad losers. That is the problem. But I'm happy that Gawuna is not one of such people. Look at Bago in Niger. Bago won his election hands down. And the PDP candidate, whom we thought could even have defeated him because he was really making tremendous waves. Yeah. He has congratulated him. All right. So as I was saying, the culture of not accepting defeat, of wishing that, since I've lost the election, the heavens must come down. That culture,
or democracy must stop.
That culture permeates all the political parties. Yeah. All these parties, whether APC or PDP, especially the dominant parties, they have the same stock. They are children who came out from the same loins. They are offspring of the same parentage. So their conduct is very similar. APC will behave similar to PDP. When somebody loses at the primary election, he will go and work against the candidate who defeated him. Work against his party.
Somebody that lost July last year took Bola Tinubu to courts. The Supreme Court just spoke today. That Mr. Awajuba, former Minister of State for Education, Supreme Court just ruled in favor of Bola Tinubu today. You lost your party, and I told our researcher when you look at the numbers, I don't think this person.
It's just pure bitterness.
Some of these things. People talk about democracy being favorable when they win. Immediately they lose, they talk something else.
They say democracy is in danger.
Now, you have lost an election. This man, Gawuna in Kano, has looked at everything and said that, look, this man won fair and square.
And his party initially said they will contest
him.
Yes.
And he has congratulated him. What you need to do is to go back, honestly, call your people and say, where did we go wrong? What is it that we should have done?
Yes, in the next 4 years, the tide can, can turn.
What is it that we can do to make us win next time?
This Gida was contested 4 years ago.
Exactly. Now,
he contested 4 years ago.
You begin to waste time.
He lost to Governor Ganduje.
You begin to waste time.
And he didn't bring the roof down.
You begin to waste time talking about this, talking about that, rather than going back to re-strategize. Behave like the ram. The ram, when it goes back, is going to gather strength. That is what it should do. I mean, the elections have been won.
These ones, when they
the
go
elections
back,
have been lost.
When they go back, they are seeking to bring the roof down.
I mean, the elections have been won and lost. Plan your strategy. What exactly did we do wrong in this election that we need to do better? What are the strategies that our opponent used to defeat us? Then you plan. But if you just sit down there and begin to say, no, we are not going to agree, we are going to do this, you are not.
You know what somebody even told me?
Yes.
You see, sometimes it's not because they know they can win. They are doing it to galvanize the support base so that the supporters can be happy. They say, we are doing something about it. We can still reclaim our mandate. So somebody who was well defeated will come out and say, no, it's a stolen mandate. The mandate was stolen. You know, that way you are saying things that your support base is happy to hear. It's not necessarily the truth.
And they know. Some of them know.
Yes, because look, if we break this thing down, it's just like in those days they used to tell me, say, you see James Bond, that is biro. That is biro, can be used as a pistol. It can also be used as this. They will tell you like 5 things that you can use the tiny. I will now say, let's even check the mechanism. How is it possible for one biro to be able to do so many things?
All those things.
Now, for the politician who is saying that I won the election,
double
how popular were you in some of those places? In places where you were so unpopular that you didn't even have agents. You were so absent in some places that you didn't even have agents at all, and you want to win. That should show anywhere you are popular, you will have agents now. People will struggle to want to be your agent.
Exactly.
But where you are non-existent,
exactly.
You won't even have agents.
You won't.
And when you don't have agents, you have already surrendered that place, whatever happens.
That place, I know I can't.
Now, it's those places that you are claiming that you won. You must be extremely dishonest. And it is this dishonesty that some of us will not take. There's no amount of intimidation. There's no amount of intimidation that will make us
to agree
that first election, that February 25th. That 2025 is the worst in our history. No, you will never be able to convince me.
See, it's a case of throwing away the baby with the bathwater. They just want to rubbish everything.
Let's even face somebody said that, okay, if you want to rig election, will you not target the big states where you have the votes?
Of course.
Automatically.
You lost the biggest states.
Katsina.
The so-called Kardashian states, those biggest states where the votes. You lost all of those states.
And
they're still saying you rigged. You lost all the states. Even Borno, you struggled to win.
Lost Yobe.
You know?
In fact, that's
traditional. You lost Sokoto. All the big states.
Exactly. That's
you lost Lagos. Lost Lagos.
No, but you see...
Lagos and Kano, in terms of voters registration, they are the highest. Lagos is the highest, followed by Kano. You lost both states.
No, but you
lost Kaduna.
You know in all this, there will always
be...
So
it's the small states that you now want to... That's why you want to...
There will always be an explanation they will want to give you. The reason why it happened like that. But in all honesty, when you look at it... Okay.
So, we look at NNPP in the state. I'm sure this is the only state that recorded over 1 million votes for governorship.
Yes.
So how do you begin?
And in Kano, if they want to vote, they will vote too.
So how do you begin to argue about this now?
The votes from Kano Metropolis will scare you.
They will vote too. Because if they could adduce over 400,000 to give Senator Shekarau, that the party
was not on the ballot.
It was not on the ballot. And they still got 400,000 votes.
On Kano Central.
That could win some states. So,
in the last election, 2019, Shekarau scored the highest by any senatorial contestant. Senatorial candidate. He scored the highest.
Over million what?
You know? So Kano is just special. You know, they don't call them to Mbingiwa for nothing. The belly of the elephant.
Where you have a lot of things. You find a lot of things in the belly of an elephant.
You can only envision what the entrails
in the belly of the elephant.
For the presidential election.
Koda Mekazo, Africa. That's what they say now.
Kwankwaso almost made it to 1 million.
Yes, just 3,000 short of 1 million.
And the nearest, 500 and something. So
now look at the runner-up, 500 and something vote. And now look at the third position.
Now this 517 to 131 is the highest margin that Tinubu scored over Atiku in northern Nigeria. And Atiku never had this kind of margin in all of the 19 states of the north. So Kano was crucial, in spite of Tinubu not picking Kano, not taking Kano. Kano was crucial to his winning the election.
Exactly.
Because Atiku chased this margin. He kept chasing this margin.
400
and could not surmount that margin. This is an audacious magic. The definition of an audacious magic.
Kano people.
Tumbingiwa.
When they brought
when
they brought 1.9 million votes.
The belly of the elephant.
In 2015. I said it's all over.
Yes, now. You know it.
The other states, they were just training.
No, you will never catch.
You can never.
Brought the whole of South.
When Kano shows up, the rest of the people disappear.
In all honesty, Kano, that political awareness is there from the beginning to the end. No matter how young they are, no matter how young any boy, any person is.
He is politically aware.
Exactly.
Politically aware.
He's politically aware.
And current.
That's why I would say a big shame to Lagos. Because
they don't come out.
No.
What do you register for? What do you register for when you will not use?
No, most people registered because
people that will participate in the whole exercise.
No, most people registered because maybe you need something from the state government. They might ask that.
No, I remember even some states that were using it, that if you don't bring your you deny you certain.
Exactly.
So you see, political culture is political culture.
Exactly.
You know, that is the thing. Kano, see, when we talk about Aminu Kano used a woman as vice presidential candidate since the Second Republic. How many presidential candidates have used women?
No.
As vice presidential candidate since that time.
Not even.
He used a Yoruba woman
as
vice presidential candidate since Second Republic. Aminu Kano. So Kano is different. You can't compare Kano to any other state. That's the thing.
Different class.
That political awareness is very strong.
They say Koda Mekazo Amfika. That whatever it is that you come with, in Kano you meet your match.
Exactly.
You meet people
no
who are
matter
better
what.
than you.
No matter what.
That's Kano for you. Koda Mekazo
I'll visit
Amfika.
you soon. I'll visit that state